Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Assassinate101, and this is For Honor. Let's go ahead and continue our multiplayer campaign against the Vikings and a samurai, while playing simultaneously a samurai. Alright, so we have Dominion Duty. Complete 2 Dominion matches, player versus player with any hero. You may notice that I already have this completed, but that's okay. That was just my practice rounds in getting ready to record a video. I actually wasn't recording those ones at all, which is a shame because I actually did quite well, which I hate. I hate whenever I do a video. I should just record everything is what I think should happen. But regardless, a kind viewer by the name of Pineapple with a 3 at the end has asked us to take a look at my character. So, let's go ahead into Heroes and take a look at Orochi. And if we hit R2 here, you can see an overview of all of my stats. You'll see armor and weapon rank, and you'll notice that my only my sword is max level right now, which is level 18. The Sugaruya blade. I totally butchered that, but that's totally okay. We have maximum attack, minimum defense, and a very reasonable amount of stamina cost reduction. So this allows me to pretty much get executions a little bit easier in games of elimination. However, in games of Dominion, which we're about to play, this helps somewhat, but not entirely. And the reason for that is because you don't really need to execute people, you just gotta get them down on the ground and not actually holding points anymore. And you'll see that very, very soon. You also notice that my second loadout just has a slight difference in the arms. My arms have block damage resistance removed, pretty much, and I have revive speed and stamina regen. Where my loadout 1 has no stamina regen, but instead block damage resistance and revive speed. This is just to have a slight amount of defense to kind of counteract the 0 defense that I have with my blade. Anywho, let's go ahead and jump on into Dominion, where things go horribly wrong all the time for me because it's actually a very scary mode. And when I do well in this mode, it's generally because my whole team is doing well. And I feel like when I'm doing poorly in this mode, it's because my whole team is doing poorly. And it just kind of, if one person isn't, like, you know, holding up, the rest of the team generally kind of follows suit because there's not much you can do. Definitely a very strong team play style. Now, we're playing a class that's called Assassin, right? So, Assassins, what do you expect them to do? Well, they go around the map and basically shut down enemies that are holding points. So, for example, run to the other side because you're super fast, and I have lots of stamina, or not stamina, but running speed. Run to their side, take their point, hold their point as much as possible until you get overwhelmed and run away. Essentially, that's what assassins do. They snipe people, they take over points on the enemy's side, and then let everyone else kind of do their thing. Now, you'll have people like Warden and Raider and Kensei holding the center point. This is where the main war, I guess you could say, is going on. These types of characters need to hold the center because they get points for us by killing enemy minions, 1 point per minion. And also we get an extra point per second if you hold B, which is not as important. You don't need to hold B as often as you need to hold the enemy's far point, C, or R point, A. In general, if you have someone standing on a point as well, you'll be gaining an additional point. So you'll be getting 2 per second, which is very, very nice. So let's see who we're against. We're against Xanax Man, who is playing the Lawbringer. We are against Spine Hacks, who is the Assassin. Guest 2 Ayu, I have no idea. He is the Orochi on their team, and then we have Juskar, their hero of their team. A Reputation 3, level 78 Warden. He might give us some trouble. On our side, we got Dalvorian 28. I love our wow, Rep 7, level 108 Orochi. Oh man, he's gonna be toasted, everyone. We got a Conqueror on our team, and I believe a Valkyrie I saw there as well. Good luck to everyone. Hopefully this battle goes well, and I'm immediately going to go to Alpha here to try and squeeze in a few extra points right at the beginning. I am interested to see what the enemy is going to do here, because on this map here, both Zone C and Zone A are pretty much equally separated. Okay, so this is definitely very interesting. Okay, let's get him. That is a shame that the Orochi went in there, but that's okay. because we're able to get the execute and revive the Orochi friend, so everything kind of works out for us. Unfortunately, if you rush an enemy, they have a very high chance of going into revenge, and really you only want to 3v1 people, not 2v1. Unless you know you can absolutely snipe the opponent. Never go for light attacks, essentially, if you're going to try and snipe an opponent. Alright, so we do see the Lawbringer coming up here. I'm just going to hold off from messing with the Lawbringer for right now. And as you may notice here, that when the Lawbringer steps into the Dominion Circle, or whatever you want to call this thing, essentially, we are not gaining points, but we also don't allow the enemy to get those 100 points there. Alright, so we did knock him off. That is unfortunate, and it means that their Warden has a very good chance of coming back. I don't think I have much time here to take on the opponent. Oh, there we go. He's going to try and throw me off the side. He's going to get a little bit hectic here, but that's okay. If we can grab him once. Oh, you see that? We had the execution, but unfortunately the revenge mode actually saved him at the last second. But we do get the execution, so that works out for us. Now, right now, I would be going to C, but it looks like our teammates are actually just kind of hanging out there, so things are going quite well. I'm going to keep holding this point so we get +2 per second as opposed to +1. For every single point that we get here, it really does help us out. And the more I boost this point, the less chance the enemy has of kind of getting back at us. But the tables can turn very quickly. Even if your team has, say, 900 points and the enemy team has 400 points, the entire game can turn around in a split second if they play very, very well. Alright, so he's just going to try and hold the point. Try and keep us from having it. He definitely wants to throw me off the side. That much I know. I don't know if there's going to be an enemy Warden kind of coming in here at all. He might, though. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. He definitely just wants to hold the point. I don't think he's really trying too hard to fight me. Making a little bit foolish mistakes as he's dead with a kunai here. But what can you do? There is an ally in need of help over here, and actually that's not entirely true. But I will try and clear out the middle. With one little swing. Give one little swipe here. I'm going to back off. Because I have a feeling that Lawbringer's coming back here in a second. There he is. How could I predict it? Who would have guessed? The Lawbringer trying to take over Alpha? My mind has been blown. The problem is, though, that Warden that was there... Oh, you're dead with a kunai? That Warden that was there... I think he just moved on. I think he's as good for now. Alright, we're going to continue trying to get these +2 points. My team seems to be group fighting over in Charlie there. And really, I want to try and keep us ahead of the curve. Alright, there's 2 people in C, so let's go ahead and drop down here. See if we can kind of run over and assist Charlie. That Lawbringer's going to come back and take over Alpha while I'm away. Which is unfortunate, but I'm going to try and revive this friend. There he goes. Get another revive here. Let's go to Zone A. Oh, here's the Lawbringer. He's having a good time. Alright, let's see if they're going to do the ladder trick. If they jump onto the ladder, they can slide down and hit me. Alright, we're against the Warden here. A little bit of a weird idea there. Okay, it's working for him, though. The tops for days! Oh my goodness, I am just missing all my parries. I really shouldn't be going for parries on lights. And that's a death. Unfortunately, I was just not paying attention, and I should have just naturally blocked. A lot of the time, I'll get into the habit of, oh, if I just parry him, I can get guaranteed hits. But if I don't parry him, he gets guaranteed hits, right? It's a obvious risk-reward, and I gotta play it a bit safer there. Alright, so we do have someone on Alpha here kind of helping out. There's one enemy over in C, so let's see if we can try and take on this Warden. A good idea would be to use our ultimate. Alright, fine. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. You're dead with a kunai. Boom! I don't know how many times I've killed that guy with a kunai, but I have a lot. And this guy's executed, so he's out for 12 or 13 seconds. We can revive our ally here, which is perfectly good for us. Viking is, or Viking, well, technically Viking. Valkyrie is back up and running, and now we can get off of this little pedestal and run on over to Charlie and try and assist with that. Because our assassin friend is not having a great time. Oh, never mind. Actually, that's a conqueror. For some reason, looked like a peacekeeper to me. Okay. This guy is in a very dangerous position. And now he's down. If you jump off a ledge, you can easily kill an opponent and they are gone for good. So the enemy team is about to go into what I like to call the elimination phase, or the wipeout phase. Once our team has hit 1,000 points, like it just has, the enemy team, if they die, they cannot respawn. Now, how can they respawn? If our number goes below 1,000, then the respawn mechanic comes back. So right now, I need to do my best to kind of hold on to Zone A until we have a reasonable amount of points. Now, there's a team fight in the middle. So I think a smart move here would be to actually move down and kind of see where this team fight is going to go. This Orochi might be able to get sniped. Nope. Their whole team is almost gone. And there we go. That was a very risky move on the enemy team's part. I would have kind of spread out a little bit and tried to test the waters and all the points. And if it didn't work out, run back, try and regroup, and take over at least one of those points, just to re-enable our respawn mechanic. But unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. So GG to that team. That was a lot of fun. We got a new purple weapon, and it's actually starting at level 14. Ah, okay, so if you want lots of stamina cost reduction and a decent amount of defense instead of attack, we can go ahead and do that, which is very, very cool. I might have loadouts in the future where I kind of mess with all that stuff. But regardless, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.